Hello there, you lovely people. How are you all doing? I hope you're having a fantastic day, and welcome back to the channel. And today we're going to be talking about something that I feel very strongly about, and I know some people would disagree with me now that certain changes have been made to the game, but I'm going to be talking about today the lack of content on Modern Warfare 2's release and why they need to fix it desperately. Now, I know a lot of people will disagree with me now, saying there's plenty of content in the game now that Warzone 2 and DMZ have been released, but I don't think that excuses the lack of content on the game's release. I mean, when the game released, it had a campaign, fantastic, but that campaign was also very short. It has multiplayer, yes, brilliant, but multiplayer, there's a lack of maps, and there's also just a kind of, it feels like a lot's missing. They've obviously made changes to adapt to that now, but it still feels like there's something missing. And also, the co-op missions. I mean, the co-op missions had, 3 of them on release, and they all would take about half an hour to complete, and I doubt any of them have much replayability. I mean, I haven't found myself wanting to replay these missions again. I mean, they were good the first time round, but there weren't any parts of that I really wanted to delve back in and replay. Now, I think this should be a concern for Activision and Infinity Ward going forward in their life cycle of this game, because for other studios, when they release their games, they have game modes that have just an insane amount of replayability and an insane amount of life to them, and I'm of course talking about Treyarch Zombies. Whenever a Treyarch game comes out, people will absolutely play through the rest of the game. They'll play through the campaign, they'll play through the multiplayer, but there's one thing everyone keeps going back to, and that is zombies. No one ever gets bored of it, everyone will keep playing it. You can play that same map on repeat over and over and over again. I mean, look at Kino de Toten. People are still playing that today, and people are still playing the remakes of that map today. People are playing modded versions of that map today. The replayability of these modes are insane, and I think Modern Warfare is completely missing out on that market. I don't think it has any modes in the core game that are as replayable as zombies. Now, obviously you can say that Warzone and DMZ have got that replayability, but I don't think they're attached to the game. I think I count them as a separate entity to the rest of the game, and I think that they need to do something and add something else. Now, it's already been released that next year there's going to be a full expansion to the game, whether that's in the campaign or other aspects, or maybe updating the multiplayer, and that's going to be credited as a full priced release, so $70 or £60 or however much it will cost in your country. But I don't know if that's them trying to just siphon as much as they can out of this life cycle now they've got less time to do it, or whether they're actually planning on putting their, everything and all of their resources into creating a new experience that adds on to this to give that game an extra sense of its life cycle. Now, there were also some leaks that they could be adding a zombies mode into Modern Warfare 2, and there were leaks and pictures of a screen that I obviously can't show you for copyright reasons, because Infinity Ward will have my head on a pike outside their studios if I do, but it clearly showed that there was a possibility of them adding a round-based zombies and an outbreak style zombies back into the game. Now, I don't know if this is actually going to happen, so take it with a pinch of salt. I don't believe it will. I think this is highly unlikely that they'd add that in, as that would completely turn away from everything that the game is going towards. But I think it'd be cool if they did add it. I mean, I don't think they should, but I mean, obviously it would be cool. But it shows that they know that something's lacking from this game. It shows that they believe that they are missing something. They wouldn't be adding a whole extra mode to the game if they didn't believe something was missing themselves. And I know a lot of people on release slated the game for not having enough content, and I am not sure why they did this. It feels like they were really gearing up towards Warzone 2 and towards DMC and really putting all of their resources and assets into that area, and then they didn't have anything else. And I don't understand why they did that, but it seems like they are trying to rectify this, and they could be possibly bringing zombies back. But I believe that the expansion next year that they're making people pay for is not enough. I think that they need to add more content into this game. I think they should push the boat out, add more co-op missions, and if they're going to add zombies, add the zombies mode in. You know, just get some more content into this game. The lack of content apart from Warzone is really killing this game. I think that they need to add more maps. I know they're progressing to add more maps, but I think they need to keep pushing it. This is a game that's going to be in its life cycle for several years. They need to have more content in it, otherwise the player base is going to slowly drop off and everyone's going to be waiting for the next Call of Duty by Treyarch. And that's not what Infinity Ward and Activision want in their game. They don't want people dropping out of it and waiting for the next game. They don't want that. So, in conclusion, I believe Modern Warfare 2 does not have enough content as it currently goes, and I do not think they should be waiting next year and charging people full price to have an expansion onto their game. I think that they should be releasing this content for free. And I know that's going to sound bonkers to some people, and in terms of money wise, it could be a complete free fall. But I believe they should be giving this content out for free. I don't believe they should be charging for it. But anyway, I know this has been a short video. I'm just getting back into the swing of things after I've had some time off. But thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you understand what I'm saying. If you agree or disagree, let me know in the comments. But please don't forget to like and subscribe. I really appreciate all the support. And I'll see you guys next time. Well, hopefully we won't be ranting about the game. I'll see you later.